Fire Escape Academy Inspector Training. We're here in Lakewood, New Jersey. We're here near the Scotty Muffler fire escape right here. And this again is Inspector Training on what to look for when writing an inspection. Two things: must be structurally sound, must be kept painted. The easiest violation to write is the paint violation, obviously, and the violation is there more rust than paint or more paint than rust? If there's more rust than paint, then obviously you just got a deterioration violation. You write repair, paint, test. That's all you write. You don't write anything else. And the fire escape will get properly inspected by a professional. Then the fire escape will be repaired as per the guidelines of the report. And then the fire escape will or will not be load tested as per the order of the fire official. Now, this fire escape here has more paint than rust, believe it or not. There's a few areas of rust, but again, there's more paint than rust, so this fire escape does not have a deterioration violation. But see if we can find a structural violation. Structural violations are basically the easiest one to write up is the one that's called the original hardware violation. So you look at any structure that's 50 to 75 years old, and you try to find out whether or not there's been any bolt changes of any kind. If there's any original hardware which is square head bolts, that's an indication that this 50 to 75-year-old fire escape has not been touched or has not been refurbished in its lifetime. If the fire escape is younger than 50 years old, you'll find hex head bolts on it. And now you're starting to look to see if there's any rust or growth in any of the connections, if there's any rusty tears in the wall. So, and if there's any welding, if there's any corrosion inside the weld. So let's take a look at this one, and let's see if we can find out exactly what we have. You look at this fire escape, you see hex head bolts. So that indicates that this fire escape is actually younger than 50 years old. It's probably been built within the past 25 to 50 years. But you can't see rust in the connections because nobody sealed the connections. Now when you look at all these treads are welded. See all the rusty tears coming down from the welds? And if I was to go underneath here, you can see rust buildup inside the connection. So now every one of these welds is suspect. See this rust buildup on this connection? That's what happens whenever you have welded connections that you don't seal. It needs to be connected and sealed and bolted through. So on this particular fire escape here, what you have is a fire escape that has structural issues because the welds have all gotten water in them, and again also down here at the base, this area needs to be cleaned. So this fire escape failed structurally. It's got a lot of rusty tears. A lot of connections have rust inside them, so this fire escape has a structural violation. If you have any questions, give us a call here at Fire Escape Engineers, 800-649-3333. Visit our YouTube channel, Fire Escape Academy, and there's about 400 or 500 videos on what to look for when you're writing a violation on a fire escape. Any questions, give us a call.